How's it going, guys? We are back with a video here, and it really feels like the months just fly because I feel like I was like thinking like, have I done a goalie video recently? And I was like, wow, I feel like I did one recently, and it was a month ago already. I do basically every month. I try to do the best goalies, right? Because I mean, it can change. There's new goalies that come out, and I know everybody always has a question about goaltending, and I can't believe it was literally the last month. So this is the March edition of goaltending, and then the next one will probably be in April, which is crazy. Which is only in like 2 weeks. I don't know. This time just flies too fast. I'm scared, guys. Before I even go to this video, it's gonna sound funny, but like, guys, just stop and think for a second and just appreciate life because it really goes fast. All right. All right, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you have not already. But let's hop into the video, all right? And honestly, I'm staring at him right now. My first guy that I want to mention today is this Miko Koskinen card, all right? He's 6'7", 202 pounds, okay? So here's the thing about him. One thing that he does have issues with is he tends to get sniped fairly often. Moving side to side, though, he will make plenty of desperation saves for you. Plenty of backdoor. If you're someone that has a lot of issues with cross crease, Koskinen would be a great goalie for you. Great goalie. So that's something to keep in mind. Again, I feel like, I mean, for the most part, sometimes goalies can only do so much anyway. So even if you give up a lot of cross crease, I mean, he'll eventually let some in. But I'm saying, when it comes to a higher percentage of shots, he's going to stop. It's probably going to be the cross creases that really he makes a lot of stops on. When it comes to just snipes, you know, it can get a little bit dicey. It really can, I have to admit. But regardless, he's an excellent card. And if you need a goalie, he's a very, very good option for you guys. He really is, okay? Now let's move on to the next option here for goaltending here. And this is a guy that I mention quite often because he is very good when I play against him. And I was very close to buying him myself, but everyone said, wait, Henreek, wait. And I was like, okay, whatever, I guess I'll wait. It's the man here, Arnold Heffancy. Again, I'm trying my best here, but that's how I would pronounce it. He's 6'4", 190 here. All right, he's got silver sponge, silver tip jar. I almost said big tipper, right? I mean, that's when I see the jar, that's what I'm assuming. Then also gold butterfly effect. It's really the gold butterfly effect that I find to be very OP when I play against him, and really other goalies that have this butterfly effect. I mean, I really find it to be such a great ability, honestly, and an ability that I really consider, guys, to be one of the better ones for sure. One of the better ones because I don't really think pose-to-pose is as important this year, but this one is very, very useful in my opinion. So to me, guys, I would absolutely recommend him for sure. So you guys, definitely. So Arno is a guy that I really have a great experience. Well, not even a great experience playing against because, I mean, I hate getting robbed, but 51 aggression as well. 98 speed, though, is a huge thing on this card as well. The 98 speed is awesome, so I recommend him to you guys, okay? Moving on to the next guy here, though. Next guy here is a guy that also I currently use on my PS5 team, and really, he plays solid. He really does. He's a very solid card here, and here he is. He goes for a lot of coins, so that's the only issue. Like, it's kind of a card that you're going to spend a lot of coins on, and honestly, I don't really recommend buying goalies for, honestly, much more than 50K, because it's just like they're so random. They're so random goalies. So he's 6'7", though, 200 pounds, so he's another one where when it comes to, like, one-timers and stuff, he'll probably make a lot of saves on that. But when it comes to, like, you know, maybe like the ones that you expect him to make, he'll probably have some issues with it. He's only 85 overall. Keep that in mind as well. I mean, you can only be so good when you're 84, 85 overall. But, I mean, you kind of get what you pay for, right, when it comes to overalls. But, I mean, I guess it all depends, right? Some games, they're unreal. This guy, Boyko, could pitch a shutout, and the next game he'll give up 8 goals. But again, that's all goaltending. I think, for the most part, more times than not, he's playing well, and that's all you can really ask for, okay? So, Tailyn Boyko, he's got silver dialed in, which is advanced boost in reaction time recovery and save ability after making 15 saves in a game. I'd go ahead and say you don't really need to activate this ability. It's really not that important. He's got 56 aggression, though. That's really nice to see as well, though. 56 aggression is very low, so that's awesome for sure. I recommend this guy for sure. But again, it's almost 100K, so I mean that could be a little bit questionable maybe, but I still like this card a lot. I really, really, really do. All right, so let's move on to the next card here that I want to talk about here, and this next card is going to be a newer card here that actually I just saw, and I really find it to be very good, all right? And this is a guy that here he is. So it's a Canucks goalie here that kind of like no one really knew much about. He only goes for like 35K-ish. but he's 6'4", 203, okay? That's what's intriguing. Silver, butterfly effect, and gold light work. So a great combo of abilities on him as well. That's what makes me really interested in this card. It really, really is. So he's got 90 speed, only 58 aggression again. Love to see that, the 58 aggression. So to me, that is really interesting right there. A guy that 6'4", 203, really when it comes down to goalies in this game, you're looking for 6'4" and above typically, right? Like that's usually going to be the goalie that you're going to want to have and try out at least, because I mean, really when it comes to like 6'2", 6'1", I don't care how many abilities you have for the most part. If they're just not taking up enough of that net, it's just going to be hard for them to be consistently making saves for you and really being one of the best goalies in the game, all right? So I would say Silvas, I'm assuming that's how you say it. I'm not 100% certain. Canucks fan, you can correct me in the comment section down below. I would appreciate it, but I would say that he's a guy. Again, I'm not really ranking these necessarily because, I mean, it's so tough. They're all really hit or miss, I would say, but these are the better ones out of, you know, let's say a random, I don't know, like obviously he's better than potentially Saros, right, or even Brassard, right? I mean, I don't know who this guy is, respectfully, but let's move on to the next card here, guys, all right? The next card here, this is going to be more of like an honorable mention card, okay? I have recently played against this guy. There's no bias here either, guys. Don't say, oh, Henreek, you're biased. We get it. Devils, okay. No, I'm not biased, okay? And what am I saying here, okay? What I'm saying here is this all-star game, MSP, Martin Brodeur, okay? And for some reason, he has been very, very good when I played against him recently. 6'2", 220, right? But I mean, he does have good abilities, though, so that's really what it could be. And he also has 48 aggression, so that's really nice to see as well. His aggression's extremely, extremely low. But silver butterfly effect, gold, and you know what it was? Yeah, gold contortionist. This guy was making, like, acrobatic saves. I was like, what is happening? And he was making crazy saves. So this Martin Brodeur is a really interesting one that, I mean, I don't know what he's going for currently. I could definitely give him a look if he's on the market. I'm sure he's probably not. Yeah, he's not. But if you wanted to consider maybe giving him a try, if you're a Devils fan, if you're a Brodeur fan for whatever reason, I think you could try him out. I mean, I would say it's a reasonable thing to try out. So, Brodeur. But then now the last two goalies that I really wanted to mention here, it's really just, for me, guys, it's a goaltender that I feel like has been good in previous NHLs as well, and continue to be very good in this game as well. And it is going to be Sean Burke, all right? So 94 overall, Sean Burke. He is 6'4" here. Sean Burke, 211. He's a lefty here, guys. He's a former Devil as well, so I can always appreciate that. But Sean Burke, he also has 38 aggression. I mean, they just love lowering the aggression, basically. They really, really do. So just really funny, honestly, how low the aggressions are of these cards. But I would say Burke, great potential. I mean, he's got silver light work, silver sponge, silver butterfly effect, and gold no timer. I mean, those are awesome abilities to have on a goalie. So that's a very encouraging thing with him. Amazing abilities, low aggression. Every stat's very high except for his aggression, pretty much. So that's really nice to see right there. All right, and then last but not least, guys, let's go to our man, the man that's been the best goalie pretty much all year. Well, maybe not the best goalie all year, but certainly a top one. It is Jacob Markstrom. So this is a primetime Markstrom, okay? Now, what is really interesting about this card here is, for a change, all right, so he's got, 60K basically? He's got a very high aggression, 94 aggression. Now, that's what's interesting to me. However, though, he has great abilities, which makes that aggression even more interesting, right? So he's got gold, post-to-post, silver butterfly effect as well. I think his Markstrom card could be very, very good. Very, very good. Markstrom's 85 overall is off the walls, off the charts, so good anyway. So I really feel like any Markstrom is really going to be good for you, but this one could be even more interesting. Maybe that aggression will really help him. Maybe it'll hurt him. And if it does, if you find this Markstrom to not be very effective, I would really just go and be smart and probably get his 88 or something. I'm assuming the aggression's kind of low. 70. Maybe I'd go for a lower aggression Markstrom if there is one. Is this Markstrom have any? It's still 70 aggression. I guess they don't really care about aggression for Markstrom. They don't want him to make him too OP, but always the base Markstrom is always the solid. Aggression 70 on every card, interesting. I'm surprised they don't change that. Regardless, though, those are the goalies. I guess if I had to really pick and choose, rank them, I mean, I guess I'd have to say Markstrom's the best one. He's number 1 for me. Arnold would be number 2. Number 3, I go Boyko. Number 4, I'd probably go Burke, number 5, I go Koskinen probably. So in number 6, I go Silvas, all right? And Brodeur, I guess 7 because he's honorable mention. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you have not already. Follow me on Twitch, Henreek, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Henreek3Es, and join the Discord to talk to me. Follow and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video.